Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm very excited because I'm building Albedo, who is one of my absolute favorite characters in the whole game.
World.
Hello, Albedo.
What could it be?
So Albedo is a character that I've had for a while, I think. I got him during the Dragon Spine event quest a couple years back. When was that? Like 2.6 or something maybe? Hold on, we can see when I got him. It was November 29th, 2021. And he's been stuck at level 80 ever since then. I need to do his final ascension. Even though I love him, this event where we got the Cinnabar Spindle, that event was my favorite event in the whole game, and it made me love Albedo so much. However, Albedo was never a super strong character, honestly, so I've used him often, honestly, but not enough to make me like put a lot of resources into him. However, we know that durin is coming out soon, and there's going to be the hexenzirkel buff, and Albedo is going to be one of those members I could use with durin. He also is getting his own buff as well, so I think it's finally time that I build Albedo. So this is our starting point. We're at level 80. He's not even at 2000 def right now. He's on R5 Cinnabar Spindle, and we need to level it up to 90. He's on 4-piece Golden Troop, which I still haven't decided if I'm going to use Golden Troop or not with his upcoming buffs. He is C0, and he's at 285. So first of all, we should probably raise him. I'm not going to take him all the way to 90, I think. I don't know if he benefits a lot from that. I need to look it up more. Maybe if he does benefit from being level 90, then I will, but we're gonna go to 81. We already have actually all his boss materials, flowers. The only thing we need are these, which I'm always struggling to have enough of these things, so I don't even think if I exchange like a different element, I'm still not sure that I have enough. So we might just have to go farm some bosses just to literally farm these. So we're going to start with that though. We're going to then raise this, and then we'll look at the artifacts. Oh, and talents. For talents, his skill is, the most important. I feel like leaving it at 8 might be okay. I might try to get his burst up a little bit more though. We'll see if 81 is enough. So that did get us up above 2000 def now, so that's good. So this, when we level this up, I think it gets 69%, so let's go ahead and start with that. Oh, I can craft 3, so close. Okay, let's go ahead and do that, and then we'll try to get one more. I don't know that Cinnabar Spindle is actually his best weapon. If the newer one I think it was Fontaine actually, maybe a craftable weapon that works really well on him. But the thing is that Cinnabar Spindle looks really pretty on him. We might as well use albedo. Cinnabar Spindle is literally made for him. It's so pretty. Wait a second. Albedo again? Oh my gosh. A bonus 5-star is kind of crazy. Or gold, whatever. I think we actually have too many. Yeah, we do. Oh no, we need these and we don't have enough craftables. Alright. We are going to farm Ruin Guards and Ruin Hunters.
Let's light it up! Out of the frying pan, into...
Now for his talents. I would like to get this to 9, but I think we're gonna leave it at 8 actually, and we might just try to get this to 6, honestly. Let's do his artifacts first. So this is gonna be obviously the hardest part. Okay. Are you ready? I'm ready. Let's see what we got. So our goal is to get 3,000 defense for when he gets a buff. Obviously, we haven't maybe seen everything exactly, but I do believe he's going to want 3,000 defense to use his buff to the max. So this set doesn't give him any defense. Actually, using Husk is going to be much easier to build defense on him. I'm gonna see what I can do with Golden Troop first, just because I know I have a lot more Golden Troop pieces than I do Husk pieces. If I can't do anything with Golden Troop, then I probably will try Husk though. His personal damage as of right now is not, I think, a very big difference between Golden Troop and Husk. I think like when in the future, more important is going to be getting that 3,000 defense on him. So let's see what we can do anyways. Currently, what's his crit right now? So his crit is not very good right now anyways. I mean, his build overall was not really good. So I looked at the Golden Troop set that I have, and I'm lacking a lot of stuff. This one with the crit damage and the defense is my best flower that I have. I could try rolling some of these others because this one does have 2 attack rolls on it, but we're gonna go for this for now and we can always change it later. His feather, we're going with this one with crit rate and a decent amount of def on it. We're gonna use a def sands with double crit. We're gonna use a defense goblet, but I don't actually have one right now, so we're gonna have to farm that. And I'm positive in the past I must have trashed so many defense goblets. And I don't have any now. So looking at his circlet, we're going to go for a crit circlet. I have this one crit rate offset that has a good amount of defense and it also has crit damage. It does have this attack roll, but I think we can make it work for now anyways. Otherwise, I have this onset piece with def and crit damage, but it has so much ER. I have this crit damage circlet with crit rate and defense. If this can roll well, this might be the best option that I have on my account right now. So I'm going to try to roll that piece, but unfortunately I don't have much artifact experience right now. So I'm going to have to go farm some artifacts just to get XP for some fodder, just to even try to raise this, and then we'll decide which piece is better. So then I went to the strong box to see if I could get lucky here. I had almost no pieces that I could actually put into the strong box though, but I still went ahead and used them just to see what would happen if I could get very lucky with these 31 pieces. I had a few goblets, so I was hoping for defense. And I got this HP goblet, which Farina is currently on a hydro damage bonus goblet, and I wanted to switch her to HP. So I went ahead and I saved this as a potential piece for Farina. But other than that, I didn't get a whole lot. I had this one which could possibly be used. And hoping for a defense sans, I got one, but it was trash. A crit rate circlet, but again, it was trash. So I tried for one single last piece, and it was a feather that was trash. So I hit the golden chirp domain to see if I could get anything better.
Flags high. The birds come. Let's begin. It's get a little chilly.
Boba, get them!
The wind knows me.
So we're back again a couple days later to do some more farming. Right now, I'm just watching Albedo draw in his little research lab. But now that we have some more resin, I'm gonna craft the condensed resin, and we're gonna try to see if we can get something better for his artifacts. Here's his current artifact. So he has this flower with crit damage and def, but also a lot of attack percent, which he doesn't need at all. But then I realized that I actually did have a better flower for him. When I was looking at the other characters, Farina's flower actually has double crit and it has defense roll, which Farina does not need. So this flower is actually going to be better on albedo. Alright, I've done some tweaking with his artifacts and stuff. We are so close to 3000 defense. So the last thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to raise his level one by one, hoping I don't have to go all the way to 90 because these are using my Durin books. But 86 wasn't enough, so I just keep going until I reach 3000, hopefully. And it was so close. Here at the end, I raised him to 89. And with that, I finally hit 3000 defense. Finally, my albedo will be able to use his new buff all the way to the 12% with 3000 defense. At what cost? Raising my Durin. But don't worry, we'll have to just farm more XP bucks later when Durin comes. So let me show the final build of my albedo. We're at level 89 out of 90, which honestly is a little bit annoying. I want to just take him to 90, but not until I've used books that I need for Durin, because I've left myself with 255 of these and 500 3 stars, but that's still not going to be enough for Durin. But we have 3000 defense. The crit rate is 60 to 103, so his personal damage is going to be a bit lower. But I think I care more about his buff than his personal damage, so I'm fine with that. He's on level 90 R5 Cinnabar Spindle, 4-piece Golden Troop. These are the pieces that we ended with. They are not perfect. Hopefully in the future we'll be able to get better pieces, because I'm still going to be farming that domain, especially this one. He's C0, and I didn't raise these. You know what? I can though. I guess I actually farmed this and I forgot to raise it. So I think we're going to take his burst just to 6, and because of Mora, we're going to leave that at 8. So we're at 286. I count that as built. You know, we can go more in the future. Our albedo build is still kind of a work in progress, but also if it stays like this, then that's also fine. So there's my albedo. This took a lot of resources and work to try to get artifacts that fit him, but that's how it goes in Genshin. Farming artifacts is a pain. So thanks for watching. I will see you probably in Durin next, where I plan to use albedo and Durin together and try out a lot of teams. And I'm so excited for Durin. And I know Durin is going to probably work really well with Fischl in a lot of teams, but I'm going to try to use albedo whenever I can, because like I said, my favorite character is albedo. And now I finally have a built albedo that I'm so excited to use. So I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye. One last thing. I wanted to see how much damage albedo is doing before he gets his buff, so enjoy this extremely scuffed gameplay of me just trying to see what damage his skill is doing. But this Knuckle keeps breaking his skill. But you can see here, I do get 23k. And I do think there was one other point I got 24k, and that seemed like the highest that I could get. So we'll compare when he gets his buff, how much he's doing with this build then. This whole thing was just me trying to get him to stand in albedo's circle, and when he does get his Hexenzirkel buff, he's gonna have the flowers that don't break from the larger enemies. So we won't have to worry about that anymore, which is super exciting because that was one of the most painful things during this fight.
Solidify.
Shower me with praise! Hold the line! Let my name echo in song! Yoo-hoo!
Stabilize. Come into being.
I'm obviously getting buffs from Farina and Zhongli, and Kokomi is also on Tenacity of the Monolith too, but I just wanted to see what kind of damage I could get even when he is getting other buffs.
Burst forth.
And 24k is not bad. I mean, compared to other characters, it's bad though.
Have order. Come into being. Feel this ancient power. Burst forth.
And his burst missed there.
Come into being.
Let the world collide! Hold the line!
Stabilize. Burst forth. Live.
Okay, so it looks like 24k is gonna be what I need to improve after he gets his buff. Alright, bye-bye.